Oh shit! All right, we're live. We're live. Okay, I was having issues with starting the stream. Is it working? Looks like it's good. Twitch is live. That's good. Um. Okay. Cool beans. Okay, I just gotta resituate this laptop here. Get the camera all nice. Okay. Not bad. This webcam looks good. Um. Alright, so this is the first time I've ever done a stream like this. But it's kind of hype. Kind of hype. A little nervous. But that's okay. First time for everything right. I definitely had this idea for a really long time. Like, I wanted to do this 3 years ago, maybe even longer than that, and I never did. But I just sharpened my knife, so feeling good. I'm gonna be making a pasta today. At least that's the plan. I've got some leftover pasta here that I use to make macaroni and cheese. I also have this is a little weird thing I got, but this is a kangaroo meat pie. Let me use this camera. This is a kangaroo meat pie. I ate like 3/4 of it already, but there's still some kicking around. Um, but yeah, we're going to see if we can implement that into this. And also have sausage that I might use. Just some Ukrainian garlic sausage. But so far, I am going to be setting up. I'm going to be like sauteing vegetables and stuff first. So I'm going to get that done. Let's see. 'Cause you can't see very much yet, but bear with me here. First time setup, I'm gonna have to like go over the stream afterwards and like learn, see what I can do better. But for now, this is gonna have to do. So my apologies if the quality is just not up to par yet. Give me a couple streams and then we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is my cooking stream virginity right here. I also don't want to like. I've already tripped over. I've got my wires down here. I've already tripped over that. So hold on, I'm gonna disconnect my mic really quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that getting in the way. That would be a big danger, big danger. Okay. So let's get our head in the game here. So I don't even know why I'm cutting these peppers. Like I don't need to cut them now, but fuck it. I already started, so let's finish them. Let's finish them. Let's make them pretty, actually. So hold on. Don't mind the chewing. I'll try not to snack too much, but I might. No promises. Mm. I'm gonna put on Discord so some of my friends can see that I'm streaming this. Once Discord decides to update, we'll be chilling. We'll be chilling. Should be good. Let's see. Looks like this is pretty good. Like the quality. I just need to actually stream and do stuff. And I mean, if anyone needs to know how to slice green peppers, this is how you do it. Okay. Does it say that I'm streaming? Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. So here we are getting organized. And don't mind me if I miss chat for a little while, because I can only see it when I turn around. Oh, it'd be nice if I had like a close-up mic for this. I do have a better mic, but I don't really have the setup for it right now. At least I don't have it set up. I'd probably have to jimmy it up a lot, but that's fine. Next time I do this, I will consider it. Because this is just kind of like a bit of a bootleg first time cook stream. See how it goes. 5-second rule. Mm. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all believe in the 5-second rule, but I mean, I believe that it's not, as long as that shit doesn't land in literal shit, it probably won't do, probably won't make you sick, so whatever. No skin off my chin. I'm gonna eat half the produce before it even hits the pan. Alright, green peppies are done. Let's do the orange peppies. Don't need that stem. Screw that. Got a little compost bowl here too, off camera. So just trust me on that one. Yeah, I don't want a whole lot. This orange pepper, but you know, enough to add some color. You know, they say that we eat with our eyes first, so it's nice to have a little pop. I also have carrots in there, so that will be nice as well. Cool. Peppies are done. Um, oops. All right, that one's gone into the abyss. I don't know where it went. Peppies. So first, I probably want to do Brussels sprouts. So I'm just using up leftovers. These are pretty old. I threw one out the other day that had freaking mold on it, but these ones seem good, so I'll just use them up. No sense wasting good food. That's what I say. You know, if it ain't gonna kill you, might as well eat it. Might as well. Got all these leaves. We'll do the leaves. Let's see. I kind of like to separate the leaves, to be honest. At least a few of them, and then you're left with these little like kind of Brussels sprout slash cabbage hearts, and it's just nice. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. I put it on my butt. There we go. It's not obnoxious at all, and that was not sarcasm. Okay, got some nice little leaves coming in. See, Brussels sprouts are honestly underrated. Like a lot of people, at least in my family, um, miscooked them. Like they overcooked them to shit, and they're just like super mushy, and they lose all their flavor because they get like steamed to shit. But they're nice if you just like saute them hard or fry them hard. Steaming is okay, but you definitely want to like take extra care when you steam these bad boys, just because they just, I don't know. A lot of people have a distaste for Brussels sprouts, and I feel like it's probably because of that very reason, because they've been steamed and just become mushy and bland. Just a very unpleasant texture when it's overcooked, Brussels sprouts. So, yeah, I think it's important to like maintain a bit of the crunch. I like it a lot if it's cooked properly. Like these little, obviously this is, oof. Oh man. All right, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that I went a little bit farther in this one. We might have to throw these away. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. See if I can get the camera to focus. Come on, webcam. Yeah. There's like a freaking slug or something in there. He's no longer with us, but there's like sand in there as well. He definitely made his mark before he left. I'm gonna just see if I can cut him out. Um, the rest of this looks good. So I think it'll be fine. But yeah, this half definitely no good. Death written all over it. Okay. Fun fact, bacon and Brussels sprouts are like a god tier combo. Literally made in heaven. Whoa. So freaking good. I just want a nice hot pan here to get a good sear on these sprouts. I like to do my cooking in sections. So, like, I'll chop some stuff, and then I'll obviously cook stuff. We're gonna quarter these actually, cause why not? Whoop! Right, it's broke down. Yo, we're on fire today, yo. Let's go. Um, yeah. So I like to kind of section these, or my cooking in the way where I'm like, I've always kind of got one thing in the pan at a time. So I pre-cut my peppers. Um, those will probably be going in near to the end. I like a nice crisp pepper. But for now, we're gonna chuck in these sprouts and get a good sear on these bad boys. Okay, one problem is can't really see what's in the pan, so let's see if we can get the pan cam. There we go. Yo, what's up, Grady? How you doing, bro? A little cooking stream for the lads. It's kind of difficult to see, but it works. Most definitely works. That's all we need. All right, so got my Brussels good to go. Probably do broccoli as well. So I'll just pick these off. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the broccoli today. Just gonna have all these. And I want them to get a nice brown on them as well. So let's get them in with these sprouts. These will all take quite a while to cook. So you're just gonna be careful with them. And then I'm gonna salt them. Not assault, not assault. Salt. Yeah, be careful what you say on the internet these days, fellas. Everything you say can and will be held against you. Okay, some salt on these bad boys. It's like salt is the universal spice. If there was no other spice, I mean, that would be very sad, but I'd still be happy as long as I had salt. Pepper, if there was no pepper, that would also be sad, but you know what? It's fine. If there's no pepper, that's fine. Just salt. You can really like accentuate the flavor of the, vegetable or meat or whatever you're cooking itself. Obviously, that's like not ideal to just have salt, but it's wouldn't be the end of the world if we lost all spices and only had salt left over, because that's how valuable salt is. Like, if we had like 12 different types of salts and no other spices, I think I would be okay with that. Like, it would suck. It would suck. I can definitely say that it would suck, but we'd make do. And it would be much better than having nothing at all. That's for sure. Okay. So I'll probably get my sofrito going, just so, or anyone that is unaware what sofrito is, it's also known as mirepoix, but sofrito is the Italian, Italian word for it. Probably will only need one of these, to be honest. So let's. And essentially, it's just like you want to be really careful with your. It's just celery, carrot, and onion. You want to be really careful with your celery, um, and you want everything to be nice and as uniform as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it definitely makes a difference if they are similar size. Huge, huge difference. Um, and especially the celery, you want it to be pretty damn small because the celery is a very overpowering flavor. And if you go too crazy on it, it'll just take over your dish and it will be unpleasant. Also, if the chunks of celery are too big, it will also be very obvious, um, to put it bluntly, and it will not be as tasty as it could have been. You want it to, you want all the three flavors of celery, carrot, and onion to kind of meld together really nicely and like subtly. All right, as you can see, I got a really nice browning here. Let's see if I can. I'll pull a couple up to the camera. They're kind of hot, but it's fine. I got chef fingers, so I got a really nice. It's not quite burnt, but it's dark, a nice dark brown. And that's exactly what you're looking for. Mmm, freaking delicious. So give this a little bit more time, but the Brussels are looking good. Broccoli definitely. I'm gonna put the broccoli back in as soon as I take out the Brussels sprouts. I definitely need to set up a proper mic system so that get that ASMR effect. Don't think we need that much celery from from stuff other than me just chewing. Okay. So broccoli will be going back in. Just putting it off to the side right now. don't know if you hear that sizzle, but it's nice. Okay. Brussels are out. Broccoli going back in. Definitely unorthodox, but this actually works out because I'm gonna crank the heat and I'm gonna chuck in the leaves of the Brussels sprout now. And we're gonna get that cooking all nicely together. A little bit more oil. Don't be shy with your oil usage. It's definitely key to distributing the heat in the pan. If you don't have oil, like coating your vegetables or whatever you're cooking, it can be difficult to cook your vegetables or, again, whatever you're cooking evenly. I'm just gonna hit that with some more salt because it needs it. It needs it. And let's add some flavor to these. So, not really sure. Let's see. We'll probably do like an Italian. Like I have this kangaroo pie. I think I'm just gonna eat it separately though. We'll see. Lemon on broccoli is really good. Also good with Brussels sprouts. Fatty things are good. Peppery stuff is good. Thyme would be nice. Use some thyme. And I do need to update my spice rack. But we can just use thyme and lemon with some pepper. So this is just powdered thyme. Get it at your local grocery store, wherever you want. Doesn't matter. Shit, you can grow it yourself. So thyme, salt. I'm gonna get some pepper on here. It would be nice if I had preemptively thought of this, so I could have garlic in there right now. But it's a little bit late, so that's fine. I'm just gonna add it later on. But yeah, we're gonna get some lemon in there. And fun fact, definitely when you're slicing lemon to juice it, it is most efficient to cut off like a cheek like this, because as you can see, there's no seeds there. Sometimes you get seeds still, but most of the seeds are right in the center. So I think it's best just to cut it like that. I learned that from my teacher, one of my chefs. Very, very smart man. Okay, so these are looking good. Just gonna lemon juice that up. Not gonna be too shy with it. And something to note when adding lemon to your dishes, um, it will lose its potency as it cooks. So definitely um, add it later in cooking or take it off the heat like ASAP. Heavy on the lemon, definitely heavy on the lemon, but it's all gonna incorporate, so it'll be fine. The thyme is really nice. Salt levels are good. I'm happy with that. Let's gonna clean this pan out. Unfortunately, well, honestly, I was gonna say unfortunately I don't have an abundance of pans, quote unquote, but I mean I do have a pretty good amount of pans here. Um, but I can't just um, grab another pan and chuck it in there. Like I have enough. I have what I need, but I have to still wash these in between whatever I'm cooking. And I have no problem with that, honestly. Saves me dishes in the long run because it keeps me like cleaning as I go, which is something that you will be taught if you're like thinking of going into kitchens and stuff like that. And even though this is an electric stove, I wouldn't worry too much about like wetness on your pan. Definitely like minimize the amount of liquid you have on it because it can be um, not good for the element, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, so we got our greens done. Now we can start on our sofrito, which is not quite done yet, but it's cool. Just turn down our pan. And even if it's on low, it'll slowly make its way up to the temperature that we want. So no problems there. And we'll just finely chop the celery. Very important, that's fine. It's like I said earlier, if you get like big chunks of celery that don't cook all the way through, celery is not a subtle flavor, so it will definitely be a little bit of a shock in the mouth, and that's not ideal. At least not in my opinion. I don't really like celery. Like I'll eat it straight up. I have no problem eating it straight up. I think it's pretty good. I'll eat it with like cheese as well. Um, but like in a dish, you just kind of want it to sink into everything else and just kind of be in the background because it's a it's very obvious is what I mean. It's very very obvious. So you don't want to you want to make it not obvious, really. That's the goal. More often than not, the onion like will overtake it, but like I said, big chunks of celery, no good, no good at all. So I made that mistake the first time I tried to make a sofrito. I was making lasagna, or no, I was making a I was making a crab dip pasta. I was like, shit, I'm gonna make a sofrito for this. And that was my first sofrito. I think maybe I did a lasagna one before that, but that one had no issues. But anyways, this the crab dip pasta that I made definitely had issues because I basically like I one by one my celery into like 1 centimeter cubes. I'll do a little bit more onion because I just freaking love onion. It's so good. I'll probably add like big chunks as well. But yeah, for now I just want this to be a nice uniform bunch of onions. Yeah, then broccolis and Brussels smell good. I wish I had 4D streaming capabilities so you guys could all smell it too. That'd be pretty wicked, honestly. But then we'd need everyone, like not just me having it, but anyone watching my stream would also need to have their own 4D setup so they could like smell me, smell the food, smell everything that's going on here. That would be pretty cool. Maybe one day, we'll see. I'll get like I'll get famous, and then everyone that's watching my stream will be gifted. Well, not everyone. I don't know if I'll be that famous, but maybe like 100 people from my stream will get gifted a Smellotron 9000 so they could smell me while I cook. I mean, smell the food, not not me, but like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And we can do the majority of this carrot. I mean, obviously this is not proportionate. As you can see, can you see that? Let's see. Yeah, you can see that. So the celery is a little bit less, and I prefer it that way because, like I said, celery is potent. And like, don't be shy with the onion, of course, because fuck, onion is delicious. Nice slow cooked onion is like one of the best flavors in the world, in my humble opinion. Okay, this will probably be plenty. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Really, my only plan here is to make these cuts as uniform as possible, but not being too anal about it, just because I don't really think it's necessary, especially since I'm like cooking at home. If I was cooking for like a business or something, like in a commercial kitchen, then I'd probably worry about it a little bit more. But even then, like most kitchens have like slap chop machines that you can just like chuck stuff in and then um, dice stuff in bulk really efficiently. It's really nice actually. But I do not have one of those, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way. And I just sharpened my knife, so we're chilling anyways. This is fine. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem for us. That should be perfect. And then once I get these in there, in the pan, then we get my garlic going, and we're gonna add the garlic. It's just gonna be, oh, it's gonna smell so good. Just hype. Haven't eaten much today. I ate like a breakfast sandwich that I made, but that's about it. So this is gonna be a very nice, a big meal. Okay, yeah, this onion and carrot should be pretty even. Let's see. Pretty even. All right, don't look at that. They're all they're all uniform. I promise. Because the ones that weren't, I ate. Okay. A little bit more oil in here. Turn it up. Not too high. Because this stuff cooks fast. And if you notice, I'm using the back of the knife. Okay, see, there's a couple onions, shreds that didn't get diced, but I'm not going to worry about it because it's already in the pan. I'm definitely using the back of my knife here because we do not want to do any damage to this beautiful, beautiful blade. Damascus steel. Good stuff, good stuff. Got it in my, I bought a little culinary kit when I went to school for it. And this knife has served me well ever since. I think it's been like 3 years. Been doing my best to maintain it myself. Definitely, it can be a challenge, but that's part of the fun. Oof, yeah, that's nice. Definitely need more oil. Actually, I would even put butter in here. Hold on, I got some butter kicking around. Whoop. Almost knocked my headset out. Definitely just removed all the tape that I had to put the tape or to tape the freaking wires down. Okay. Buttered my microphone as well. It's fine. This is going as planned. I planned that. Some nice butter in there. It's European classic churned butter, unsalted, of course. I think this is a bit of an opinion, opinion alert. Oh, there's that pepper. Oh, it's a carrot. Opinion alert. If you use salted butter, you're cretin. Cretin? I don't know what the word is, but it's CRETIN, and I believe that is who you are. Blanket terming, but I believe that's who you are if you use salted butter. Because how are you supposed to monitor your butter levels if you let someone else butter your stuff? I don't agree with that at all. You should be the one salting everything that you're putting in here. All I need is the fat. That's it. But yeah, this is nice. Not gonna salt it yet, because Salt brings out moisture, and if I do that, then these are gonna get mushy real quick. And they're kind of looking mushy, but I turned up the heat a little bit just then so that we can avoid that. And then I will salt it. But I'm not gonna go crazy. I've got olives in here as well, and those are salty, so gotta be careful. Um, okay, so we have broccoli, Brussels sprouts, green peppers, orange peppers. I need to do garlic, and we can put this pepper away. We can put cauliflower in there. I have a little bit of cauliflower. Don't see why not. And we also have tomatoes. I'm gonna need to put some tomatoes in there. In here I'll be putting basil. Man, I wish I had sun-dried tomatoes. That'd be so gangster. Um, but yeah, I'll be putting tomatoes. I'm just gonna add this to the sofrito actually. This will go nicely. Not too big of a deal. You can cook the shit out of cauliflower and it'll still taste the same. Just have more water content inside of the cells. Or it'll just be more cooked. I don't know how. I don't know the specific science, but you just take my word for it. I don't need a PhD to tell you that broccoli tastes a little more watery as you cook it longer. Just kind of happens. Oop, slap my PC. That's good. Adds flavor. Cool, that's looking good. Okay, I would definitely salt it now. Gonna go light on the salt. A little bit more. Okay. Let's get some garlic up in there. Garlic is such a staple, honestly. If you don't have it in your home, I don't trust you. Unless you used it all up and just haven't bought more yet, then I might let it slide. But personally, I always have a backup garlic, even though right now I don't, but this one's full, so it's whatever. It's a little bit more. All right, Kobe. Shit. Okay. It's probably my least favorite part of messing with garlic because it's messy. It's freaking skin just gets everywhere. And it's not tasty. I mean, you can put it in stuff, but you best be taking that out because eating that is not fun. Can't say I ever have, but I assume that it's not very fun. Just gonna give him a good smack. Nice hard smack, one per garlic. Oh, almost lost that boy. And peel them. Simple, simple. Don't be afraid of like over smacking the garlic. You can definitely do that and like just instantly crush it. Like I can give you an example here. I'm gonna do it. Like you can instantly crush it like that, but honestly, like as you can see, it's fine. Honestly, I think I kind of prefer that better because it's flat now for me to chop, which is nice. Like I might even do that again. So yeah, don't be afraid of just slapping the shit out of your garlic because you know what? It wants it. Your garlic wants you to do that to it. Because like doing skinning garlic any other way is just I don't know. It's not very fun. And also these. Hold on. Little garlic scapes in here, the green sprouts. Not good for your tummy, so you definitely want to remove them. These little things here, doesn't take very much. Like a few of them might, okay, so you might not notice it right away. Oh, I got people in chat. Yo, what's up? Danik, Gigi, how you doing? And then we also got Sad Limes. How many garlic cloves? Oh, hold on. Let me move my streaming thing here. Sorry guys, I can't see chat. So I move over to this area here. How many garlic cloves do you add when you look at a recipe? For example, if it calls for like only 2 cloves, how many more would you add? Excellent question. Excellent question. So I think it totally depends on, first of all, how much you like garlic and like the volume that you're cooking. So typically I only eyeball it, but if it asks for 2 garlic cloves, so like just these little boys here, I would probably average them out to the biggest clove that you have on your head of garlic here. So let's say these are all pretty small, but I would just say like the biggest one that you have on here, I would use 2 of the biggest ones on your clove or head. Um, and like I just pulled that one out. I'm not gonna be afraid to use that. You can go crazy with garlic, but it does become obvious if you go a little too crazy. So definitely be wary of that, and I'm sure you are. But I would definitely just look at the largest clove that you have on there and just kind of like average out the head of garlic and use 2 of those, sometimes 3, depends on personal preference and stuff like that. Okay. So for those looking good. Yeah. Is that Ivy, by the way? I believe that would be you, Ivy. Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. And yeah, I'm not sure if you missed that or not, but definitely these little green sprouts that you'll see in your garlic, you want to be removing them. You don't have to worry about them too much, but it can make your stomach sick if you have too many of them. So I do like to remove them. Just these things here. I'm not going to worry about these, but definitely I just removed a couple of them. Maybe if this one's nice to me, let's see. Can be a hassle, but a good habit to get into. Be sad if you like go through all the trouble of making this dish and then forget to take out the little green sprouts and the garlic, and then you start feeling sick like 30 minutes later. But it's not that potent. It's just like, let's say you use a whole or half a head of garlic for something, and you don't take out any of the sprouts. If there are sprouts, sometimes there aren't any green sprouts in there. But let's say that there are, they could definitely make you feel kind of queasy. Just something to be mindful of. Cool. Okay, so the sofrito is done. It's super done. Honestly, it's overdone. But that's okay. We're going to be adding a tomato sauce to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this out of the pan. Let it sit off to the side for a little bit. And I'm going to clean out this pan, to be honest, because I neglected it a little bit and it got a little bit of black marks, which is not usually a big deal, but definitely can cause flavor issues. So I'm just going to clean that up real quick. No stress. Cooking's fun, you know, like, ow, fuck. Until you burn yourself on hot, steamy water. But yeah, cooking's fun. Like a lot of people are afraid of cooking, and like experimenting and stuff. But just like go for it. If you blow up your kitchen, you blow up your kitchen, you know? Like my mom was telling me a story about this guy that she works with, and it was Thanksgiving last year, or something like that. And he was making a pumpkin pie, and he decided to put a whole pumpkin in the oven to to bake it, I guess, and prepare it for the pie. I've never made pumpkin pie, so I'm not really sure. I can't really criticize his technique, but he said he put the whole pumpkin in there, and they were like sitting around, not in the kitchen, um, and then all of a sudden, boom! The freaking oven door blows open, and we're gonna use butter here, and the pumpkin that was in the oven blew up. So, but everything was okay. You know, no one died. So, I mean, if someone can have their oven door literally blow off from like trying to cook something, I think you'll be fine. Just, you know, experimenting a little bit in the kitchen. Um, what's your favorite dish to cook? Questionable technique. What do you mean? Um, let's see. Garlic is really healthy too, right? I remember reading somewhere that Romans use a lot of garlic, and the gladiators wouldn't even fight if they didn't get a whole garlic a day. I'm not sure about the specifics of that, but that sounds pretty cool and kind of true. Garlic is definitely healthy for you. Garlic and ginger are great for you. Let's see. Yeah, they're not super ideal, but they're okay. The little green sprouts. My favorite dish to cook is probably a curry. Doesn't matter what kind of curry. Just like every time I make a new curry, I'll just experiment and mess around with it. Hold on here. So um, I'm going to be browning this butter. So I'm just going to be slowly cooking this garlic. I'm going to add some black pepper to it as well. Um, slowly cooking this garlic. And the butter, the solids in the butter, so the protein, they're going to start to brown. And as soon as that happens, then we're going to have to take this off. Basically, you're like caramelizing the butter solids. Adds a really nice nutty flavor. It's freaking delicious, but you got to be careful. You got to be really careful because you can burn the butter really fast after that. And here, let's see, this is gonna freaking focus. And that's better. And it tastes so good, but when you burn it, it's terrible. It's garbage. Okay, let's see. Um, yeah, whole pumpkin, dude. I don't know what this guy was thinking. So, but he decided to put a whole pumpkin in there. It's like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just take out all the grates in my oven, plop an oven in there, and just bake it. You know, however long later, like 20, 30 minutes, I have no idea. I'm just like ad-libbing that. But then boom, explosion. So yeah, fun fact, don't put whole pumpkin in your freaking oven. Maybe not the best idea. Okay, let's get black pepper in here. Not gonna be too shy with this. And then once this butter is actually nicely browned, then we're gonna be adding our sofrito back. I'm gonna crack open a can of crushed tomatoes. Let's see, what do we got here? Um, diced tomatoes, tomato basil pasta sauce. Um, I'll just use the smaller can, I think. Okay. So yeah, once this garlic is good, the butter is good, then we're gonna stop the cooking of the butter per se, and we're going to add everything else back. That will really like incorporate all the flavors. And then we're also gonna be adding our spices in right now. Well, herbs more so. I'm not sure about this. This is supposed to come with just garlic and olive oil, so gonna be pretty bland. Yeah, that's pretty bland. It tastes like they got pepper in there too. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do basil Good amount of basil. Don't be shy with this. This stuff is gorgeous. So good. And it's dried. So dried spices or dried herbs, well spices too, you're gonna want to add earlier in the cooking process. Take some time for them to like really like soften up and let out their flavor. So I'm adding this now. Yeah, and this garlic and butter is looking very good. Close to brown. A little bit more. So I gotta be mindful of like how much I'm making here. You can go overboard, but typically I go under with spicing early just because like it's much safer. If you go over, it's kind of hard to deal with it. You have to add a lot of extra stuff to try and mellow out the flavor that, um, well, more so even out the flavor. So yeah, I'm gonna add the sofrito back, turn it up a little bit, and stir that up. And then we'll add in the crushed diced tomatoes. Same thing. Might be a little chunky, but I'm cool with that. You can also just blend it as well, but I'm just gonna smush it in the pan. It smells so good. Is there a dish you don't like making? Haha, yeah. Ben's just chilling there. I don't have very many photos that like I didn't want just a black background. I don't have very many photos. But then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna choose this one, see how it looks. And Ben's face just happened to be right there. I was like, it's perfect. Let's just keep it. A dish that I don't like making. Hmm. I have to think about that. Typically, I don't really mind too much. Um, like making anything really. Oh, that's yeah. The butter is definitely brown. So we're gonna stop that. Add diced tomatoes in there. Maybe like if I had to say a dish that I don't like making, um probably like a very complicated dish, like a oh man, I'm trying to think of what it's called, but it's basically like a 7-layer eggplant like fancy baked casserole dish. It's definitely a terrine. I think it's called a terrine. Um, yeah, they're super bougie. You'll see them in like really high class restaurants, just because they're like, ooh, a terrine, 7 layers of different immaculate flavors that all marry together super nicely, and like it's cool. It's cool. I respect a good terrine, fuck, but like making that myself, no, thank you, no, thank you. It's not worth it. I don't even really like terrines that much, but I do respect them. Lasagna can also be a bit annoying, but it's so satisfying if you like make it from scratch. Oh my god. The noodles too. Oh my god. Like when I was in culinary school, we did everything from scratch actually. We did the noodles from scratch, we did the cheese from scratch, the cheese is from scratch, all the sauces, we did a bechamel sauce. We also had uh, I'm pretty sure we did it with pork. I don't remember, but we had a pig. Like we got a whole well, a half pig or a quarter pig or whatever, a freaking huge pig that came in, and I should be talking to this camera, but we had a huge pig that came in, and we butchered it, and then we made it into a sauce as well. I'm pretty sure that we used it for the lasagna. I can't really remember, but it was pretty sick. Like we made every single thing on that lasagna from scratch, and it was so satisfying. But it took like 3 days, so yeah, you gotta kind of judge that yourself. But if you do make lasagna on your own from scratch, like it is worth it. And everyone, like if you nail that, everyone will love you because it's got all of your love in every single ingredient. It's just so nice. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Like even seeing that freaking quarter pig or half pig, whatever it was, coming into the kitchen was crazy. Had out these like big old like butchers kind of like surgery, like bone knives. Really, really crazy. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up to a simmer. That's the plan. And then I'm gonna try to not get it all over my laptop. That's the second plan. And then on the other side, let's see. So, yeah, okay, simmering. So I have noodles, I have kangaroo pie, I have Ukrainian sausage, which honestly is not going to go very well with this, but I do want a protein in here. So just this stuff here, garlic sausage. I don't really have any other meats other than like eggs. But eggs in here would be kind of weird. I have chickpeas. I do have chickpeas and kidney beans. So we can use beans. Definitely can use beans. We don't need to use a meat. It's gonna be an all veggie dish. I'm just gonna put the kangaroo pie back. I'm gonna eat it later. I'll eat it for lunch tomorrow or something. Although I'm going to the beach tomorrow, so not lunch, but maybe dinner. We'll see. Yeah, yo, Danik, that would be so sick, honestly. I want to try bear. I know bear like it's kind of touchy, and I don't like personally. I don't even like the idea of killing a bear or like having a bear hunted, but I do want to try the meat, like smoked bear or something with like juniper berries and honey. That might be really good. Okay, thank God I have this freaking apron on. Okay, so we're going to transfer this to a different pan. I'm going to use, actually not this pan, but this pan here. Gonna transfer that so we can just have it simmering off to the side. And we're gonna do our chickpeas and kidney beans. Red kidney beans, which is a really good source of protein, and they add good flavor. It's also a good idea to keep yeah, that's pretty good, pretty good. It needs more fat, I think. Yeah, beans and chickpeas, super cheap and great to add protein to. Whoops, actually I turned the kettle on. It's this one right here. Okay, we're just gonna let that simmer, clean this up. Get our beans in there. I'm gonna strain them. I want them to be dry for the most part because the like starch on the outside of them will start to burn really quickly. So I'm going to remove them from their cans and then rinse them off. But I'm going to keep the juice. So I'll probably be putting the juice in here in the sauce. So this is just going to simmer down and reduce. And if it goes too low, then we can add chickpea or kidney bean. I'll probably use kidney bean juice more than the chickpea juice. Let me do it over here. This camera is much better. But yeah, I'll probably add kidney bean juice instead because it's just tastier, in my opinion. So let's get our strainer out. Just one of these bad boys. And then I like to stick like a little bucket or something underneath, bowl, whatever. Doesn't matter too much as long as you can catch the juice. Dump it in there. I need like multiple cameras, goddamn. I need a pretty crazy setup for this. But this is functioning for now, for the most part. Okay, got some chickpea juice. Just rinse it off. Let's get this pan hot. Real hot, ideally. Okay. You gotta watch out as well. The reason why I prefer canned chickpeas over like buying whole chickpeas already and then boiling them yourself, it can be annoying to um, like shell them. But the canned chickpeas typically have already been shelled, so you don't have to worry about that, which is super, super handy. Huge time saver. So worth the can, unfortunately. I mean, the can's recyclable anyways, so what the hell? My can opener doesn't want to dig in. I just mangled it. There we go. Weird. Cool. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be mega hot. Let's get our kidney beans in here. And you can just dump them, like I have the chickpeas in here still. I rinsed off the chickpeas. Doesn't really matter too much, but I'm just dumping the kidney beans on top and getting all the juice into the bowl. And now I'll just rinse them all off together again. Get in there with my hands and stuff, but I don't want to like squish them or nothing, so I am being careful. Definitely best in one piece. But even now, like me just like running my hands through here, a few chickpea skins come out, and they're fine. They're just insoluble fibers, so your body can't actually um, like break them down, but like they'll still run through you, no problem. So not really too much to worry about, but a little bit weird texturally, and they're not really necessary. Don't do much for you. Chili, yo, hype. Yo, nice. Bear meat in Finland. That's sick, actually. When did you go to Finland? No, we're not making chili. This is a pasta, actually. I'm just using up some old stuff. Had some old noodles from, like, I made a macaroni and cheese. Like a baked macaroni and cheese, which is pretty hype. A couple weeks ago, actually. These are noodles from like 2 weeks ago. I just haven't been using them. See, and these are the skins. I'll pull them out here. Just looking like that. You do want to minimize the amount of skins that you have in there, but like I said, not the end of the world if there are some of these in there. That's fine. So this is going to be a bit of a explosion. Not bad. And beans love salt. Beans also love spices. So don't be afraid to go crazy. There's spices on the beans. And then here's my mixed bean juice. Just gonna give that a quick stir. So this bean juice is I'm gonna use in here when the pasta sauce reduces too much. Right now it's still pretty watery, but it will start to thicken up a lot, and that's when I add my juice. And that will help marry the flavors of these beans with this dish here, which is pretty cool. Good way to be not wasteful at all. I don't think I need this little pan tonight. This cute little pan serves me very well for niche situations, but not for tonight. No, chickpea down. Saved. Okay. I just want to coat these with oil. Not going to be shy about it. load them up. And that will also help the spices stick to the outside of the beans and peas. Honestly, like I would call a chickpea more of a bean, but I guess chickbean just didn't sound quite right when they were naming it. So it's chickpea. Same as like black-eyed peas, like that's definitely a bean. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely think that a black-eyed pea is a freaking bean. Also, I have bouillon here. So this is kind of an afterthought, but this is chicken broth that's been dehydrated. Let me put it over here. So yeah, this is chicken broth that's been dehydrated. And I'm just going to add it to my pasta sauce, and it'll add a little bit more depth of flavor. Chicken and chickpeas, go figure, go really well together. So might as well. And like it's right there, so YOLO. Just gonna break it up. So yeah, even now I would add some bean juice. Cool. Need a little paper towel. Okay. This is looking good. So yeah, those beans are kind of just sweating right now, but I really want to get them nice and like seared almost. It's kind of hard to sear beans because they've been soaking so long. In fact, I actually think that's a bad idea. They'll start to stick to that stainless steel pan. But good idea to keep them moving for sure. So let's see. We already have oregano, basil, and thyme. So we could do oregano goes well in here. I'd even add coriander. Coriander is typically not an Italian spice, but coriander itself goes really well with chickpeas. This is just going to be a little bit of oregano. Again, what I'm doing here is I'm kind of like trying to marry these beans here with this pasta sauce because inherently these don't go together that well. But chickpeas is actually surprisingly fairly well used in Italy. So certain parts of Italy, anyways, as far as I know. So it does in fact go with Italian spices and herbs. So yeah, just gonna add some basil. And again, like I said, coriander not typically a part of an Italian diet, but it goes really well here and it's going to accentuate this flavor. It also goes well with oregano because there's a very similar um, type of oregano, but it's not quite the same. It's similar to oregano in Brazil, and coriander and that herb that goes well with other stuff. They're similar, so this actually works out just fine. It's getting hot in here. Not taking off my clothes. Black-eyed beans, yeah, right. Black-eyed beans just does not hit. Oh, I see. Okay, cool, cool, cool. How long did you live in Finland for? It's like, I feel like it's a pretty, not harsh, but cold place. I don't really know very much about Finland or like Finnish culture or anything. Um, yeah, baked mac and cheese was super nice. I did like, I was in the mood to kind of like do a childhood classic, so I just kind of sat down and dug into it. Okay, these are looking good so far. But as you can see, they're kind of starting to stick to the bottom of the pan. So, I want to be careful of that. But let's see if they're... Yeah, they're cooked very nicely. Gonna salt these bad boys. Give them a good toss. And then we're gonna put them off to the side, actually. I don't want them in this sauce just yet. Cool. And we could honestly add paprika to this. This is definitely not Italian typically, but I want these to have their own distinct flavor. So I'm actually going to go crazy with the paprika. And everything that's in this pasta sauce actually doesn't clash too hard with paprika. So, and since these are going to be on their own, it should be a nice little accent, kind of a little bit bitter and earthy, as opposed to this, which is actually going to be pretty sweet because of the onion and the carrot, also the tomato. So, let's see. Definitely go even more paprika. And I don't think I put any thyme in here either. But that's fine. I'm gonna add more thyme to this sauce. And we also have broccoli and Brussels sprouts over there. Oh, and peppers, right. So I'm gonna grab those peppers and put them in now. And yeah, we seared off some broccoli and Brussels sprouts earlier and added salt, pepper, lemon, and thyme to them. And they've just been sitting off because they're all cooked. I like to cook my broccoli and stuff that needs to be seared early. But yeah, as you can see here, just bring it over here. It does start to stick pretty violently, so definitely be wary of that. But let's give this a taste. But that's perfect. Like if you get it right, there's a little bit of a crunch. Like it's not really crunchy, but a little bit of difference in texture. Like it's not just mushy anymore, and it's really really nice. And I want to keep that, maintain that as much as possible. So that's why I'm not adding into that wet sauce yet. I'll add it at the very end and then just kind of stir it in. But yeah, this is gonna be maybe a little bit of a hassle to clean. It's fine. It's worth it. More of that, please. Okay. So I got these peppers in here. A little Brussels sprout leaf got in there as well. Let me just add all this juice. Screw it. Get all the juice in there. Might as well. Give it a good stir. I'll clean up this pan. And this will probably need a little bit more fat in here. Because I find tomato sauces really, really need a lot. Because of the acid level to balance out. So like cooking is a very, more so of a fine balance, you know? You want to balance the acidity and the saltiness and the sweetness and the sourness and the bitterness and the fattiness. And it's kind of like playing it in a really weird sense, rock, paper, scissors with yourself, which is a weird way to put it, but bear with me. So, like, you're basically playing rock, paper, scissors with yourself in the sense of each, like, type. So, as I was saying, acidity, fattiness, blah, blah, blah. Each type of that, like, category kind of cancels out one another. So, like, acidity cancels out fattiness, it mellows it. Sourness mellows out sweetness, and um, vice versa as well. As well as same with fatty and acid. And what was the last one? There's also actually a sixth that's kind of new to the show called umami, UMAMI. Um, and that is kind of like a meatier richness. Typically, you get it from mushrooms and like hard searing mushrooms, but you can also get it from stuff like eggplant, and obviously meats. It's a very specific flavor that, at the same time, is kind of hard to pin down. But like, let's say a very heavy mushroomy dish or a beef dish, like a beef demi-glaze, that would be a very umami-heavy dish. Uh, so yeah, you want to consider your, I guess like 5/6 elements, including umami, whenever you're making a dish, and also remember that each one has its place and they cancel each other out quite nicely. I should have a little chart, honestly. I should make it a little chart. That'd be cool. Want to see that sauce? Oh yeah, good idea. Let me move that over. Good idea. I don't want my I want to simmer juices onto my laptop, but it should be okay. Can you see that okay? Here, let me bring it over to this camera here. So all that's in here so far, here, and I also want to put this on screen just because it's sexy and beautiful. Look at that. Nice pile of beans and chickpeas. But yeah, so in the sauce, I went for an Italian sofrito, which is celery, carrot, and onion, finely chopped, diced more so, and then garlic, butter, and cauliflower. I put a little bit of cauliflower just because I had it kicking around, and I want to use up some leftover stuff. This cauliflower definitely has its place, and it can fit almost anywhere. And it just happened to fit into this one because I wanted it to. Um, Hell yeah, yeah. Um, that is the way to cook chickpeas, honestly. And like, look, it's not even. Oh, hold on. This pan here was like totally messed up, but a little bit of steel wool and elbow grease, you're good to go again. So, we can leave this out here. I'm not sure I'm gonna use it. All I have to do now is add my pasta, add all this stuff over here, and clean it up. I might do some green onions on top. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Maybe cilantro. Yo. Some of that coriander leaf. Yes, that's actually big brain. Yo, that is big brain indeed. That will help marry the flavors of the chickpeas and the paprika and the coriander, of course. I also have a few olives here that I want to slice. They're quite old, though. Hope that they don't murder me. Should be okay. They smell fine. Put some of this olive. Is that a hair? Someone leave me a little surprise. No, it's just the oil streaks. So I'm gonna put the olive juice in there actually, which will make it a little bit bitter, to be honest. But it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. So these olives, I'm just gonna. They've got pits in them, so I'm just gonna go around them, and then get that pit out. So I'm stubborn. But that's good. That means this one's still pretty fresh. Trying not to slip and gouge my fingers off. So I did just sharpen this knife, but apparently this olive is besting my sharpening skills. But we got it. We got it. There we go. Again, I'm just trying to use up all this extra stuff I had kicking around. I think it's a really good idea. So, I see a lot of people, like friends of mine and stuff, when I ever go over their houses, a lot of people just end up like chucking out a lot of food, instead of just trying to like be mindful and reuse it as best they can throughout the week. And it saddens me, to be honest. And it happens. Sometimes you just don't get around to it. But personally, I definitely really like to make that effort to minimize waste and reuse everything that I can. And you can make some pretty stellar dishes out of leftovers and stuff. Okay, this olive kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies. Smells a bit like poop. I think this one we're not gonna risk. Usually I would, but not feeling not feeling super risky today. Yes, the coriander. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm a trained professional. I've actually I've never done that before, but it worked out okay. So that's good. I had flashbacks, or not flashbacks per se, but like um, visions in my mind of me like slicing my frickin' finger off. But it didn't happen, so we're chilling. Okay. That sauce is pretty good. Not sure about fat levels. I think it's probably fine, to be honest. Always taste your food. Beginning, middle, and end. Always, always, always. Mmm. Yo, that's rich. Yo, that is much better than expected. Goddamn. I'm not just saying that. That, I swear to God. Ooh. Yo, that's giving me goosebumps. Yo, you see this shit? Hold on. I actually got goosebumps. Like my hair is standing on end. That shit is good. The olive juice actually added a lot of flavor there. That was really good. Okay. But yes, this tastes good. I wouldn't do much more to it. Fat level's good. Salt content is good. Now I just want to focus on these, make sure these are good. These are definitely good. I'll eat the shit out of those. Broccoli's good. The broccoli, I squeezed lemon on it, and then I took it off the heat right away because citrus juices, citrus flavor, unless you're using zest, die really quickly when you cook it. So that's why I like to do my broccoli early because I always typically use citrus juice on it, more so lemon. Lemon goes really well with broccoli. And then I hit it with that lemon and take it off the heat and just let it sit. And the lemon juice um, starts to like penetrate inside the broccoli itself, and you get like a full flavored broccoli. It's really really good. Okay, so next step, I gotta add the noodles. I'm gonna chop up these little olive boys. Make a couple morsels, and just I'm gonna add those like at the very end, to be honest, because they are very intense, and I don't want to. What you need to be wary of with stuff, especially like this, is having the flavors kind of like soak into each other. Sometimes it's what you want actually, which is like what the sauce is. It's a marrying of flavors, but like these and the Brussels sprout and broccoli, I want those to stay their own distinct flavors. So that's why I'm gonna add them at the very end. Um, but in theory, you hope to have the flavors of these still, even though they're distinctly separate, you want them still to mix well with these or the sauce itself. That's the goal. Let's see. Rabbit droppings, yo. These ain't rabbit drop. Yo, check these out, dog. These are chickpeas, dog. High quality stuff. Let me get this out of the way. It's kind of mellowing out my picture, yo. Um, yeah, this meal's hype meal. I wanted to focus properly. Um, yeah, we're chilling. So this sauce is good. I can honestly just like go ahead and start adding stuff. So, because the peppers are cooked now, we can just bring the noodles in first. Let's do that. Let's get the noodles up to temperature, and then bring everything together and toss it up. I'll probably be adding cheese as well. I have mozzarella. Just grate that in there, or maybe on top. Also Parmesan, but I think we'll just do mozzarella today. And I'm gonna get this coriander leaf ready. I can just sit there and chill. It's a very good idea to wash your coriander beforehand because this stuff can get pretty dirty. I like to, as soon as I get my coriander in, I like to, aka cilantro, I like to like pick through it, wash it, make sure there's no rot because any rot will just like travel to the nearby stem and leaf, and it can just totally ruin your bunch, which is not ideal. But yeah, this is chill. This is chill. So far, there was no injuries. I got a slight burn when I placed that the plate of goodies on top of this pan because I didn't realize it was still so hot. But nothing that was like, ooh, hot. Which is good. That's very good. A day in the kitchen without casualties, that is a win. Huge, huge win. Freaking shovel pastors are hugging each other to death. It's like three. It's like 3 in 1. It's kind of cool. Whoops. Look at that. Kind of cool how it sits. But yeah, I want to separate those. You know what? It's gonna stay that way. It's stubborn. We're gonna leave it that way. Oof, that is nice. Okay. Feels kind of cruel for for me to just like cook this and then like just be like, oh yeah, that tastes good. Um, cause you guys can't taste it, yo. That's so sad. Okay. Yeah, that is nice. We're gonna get them chickpeas in there. Shit. I'm gonna dump it all in there. Or no. Chickpeas. We're gonna do it one at a time. Chickpeas going in, and red kidney beans. Chickpeas, red kidney beans, paprika, coriander, powdered coriander. There's a pepper there. Did not get cooked. It's fine. A little snack. Basil and oregano to help marry the sauce and the chickpeas themselves. So I'm gonna get the chickpeas and beans totally nice and in here all together. And then I'm just gonna chuck the broccoli in and try to keep it as separately flavored as possible. Because like this is still gonna kind of mix the flavors of the chickpeas. Because the wetness is gonna pull off the spices. But should still stay fairly distinct. Yeah, that looks good. So let's get this in there. Cool beans. I'm gonna cover it and just let that simmer slash kind of like steam together for a few minutes. In the meantime, you can clean up. But yeah, that is nice. Nice sauce. As a winner sauce. Feels good. A little bit of gluttony here, but I'm gonna try some of this sausage. Yeah, that would not go well. I'm so glad I didn't put that in there. Also, fun fact. Well, I mean, it is a fact. But there's a book that I use. It's underneath. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, underneath my laptop here, this is called the Flavor Bible. And it carries my ass, or has carried my ass, at least in the past. I've kind of like saturated my brain with all the knowledge I could from it. But it's essentially an indexed glossary of the majority of the known ingredients on this planet, and it is organized alphabetically and in order of, well, not in order of, but it shows you ingredients that go really well together. So you can basically just like mix and match, and really understand flavor as a whole. It teaches you a lot. I would highly recommend getting the book, The Flavor Bible. Not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by them, but Kathleen and Andrew Dornenberg. Very, very excellent book. Any auspicious or aspiring cook, chef, however you want to call yourself, should definitely check out that book. It has helped me Like it's like in my opinion, it's fundamental. It's truly fundamental. Um, it doesn't have kangaroo in there though, which is sad, but understandable. I just want to make sure this broccoli is hot again. Not quite. A little bit longer. We can definitely pick some more cilantro in the meantime. And I should probably read chat. Let's see. Missed a few. Ask him. Yeah, it's a bit of an ask cam. Let's see. What are we calling this dish? Shit, man, you guys are moving too fast for me. Let's see. Wait, I have a mouse. I literally have a mouse. Okay. Yeah, this is an ass cam here. I'll get it into the frame better. Okay. What are we calling this dish? I would call this dish the chickpea extravaganza. And I mean, I'm neglecting to mention the red kidney beans in that name, but fuck, chickpeas, they're just underrated and they need the love. What time is it where I am? Currently, it's 10:13 p.m. Play me in the last blade afterwards. Boo. Yeah, I'm not taking that as a boy. I'm taking that as a boo. You're my boo, Gree. You're my boo too. Um, Dang. Calling out real ass names in the stream chat. That's savage. um, Text boom. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's straight up, man. It's functional. That's all we need. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll pick some more cilantro, aka coriander if you're in Australia. And I'm gonna whip out some cheese. Got some mozzarella that I'm just going to grate. So this cilantro is kind of gnarly. Just gonna get rid of it. Okay. That's plenty, because is my mic working still? Good, 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 good. It can become like unthreaded in one part, and the mic stops working altogether. It's so sad because I have no way of knowing unless someone's like, "Yo, your mic ain't working, bro," which sucks, but it seems to be working fine. Okay, got our cilantro, our olives, a little bit of lemon. I'm not sure if we're gonna be using the lemon because it's pretty acidic already. But we're gonna get some cheese on there. Some finely grated mozzarella. Nice. Yeah, that's good. I think I'm the only one. I'm the only one eating tonight, so don't want to go too crazy on that. But like that's already a lot. But that's okay. We're a growing boy. It's fine. Okay. I'm sure this is totally done now. Get that off the heat. Give it one last good stir. And then we'll dish her up. Yeah, this is, although it's like pretty fatty, I added maybe 2 tablespoons of oil total. And maybe about that of butter. Probably a little bit less than that actually of butter. Other than that, like this is a pretty healthy dish. It's got all your greens, the broccoli, Brussels sprouts, iron in there is good. Carrots, celery, peppers, vitamin C, etc., etc. Protein as well. There's also protein in this cheese. This is why I kind of went crazy with it. But let's get a let's get a plate cam. Well, I guess bowl cam. Yeah, this is gonna be our toppings. So this is a look at the dish. I'm not sure if it's focused. I can't really see very well, but it's colorful. Like texturally, it's nice on the eyes. It's not too crazy. That's very important because we definitely eat with our eyes first. Because if something looks like shit, you're not gonna be like, ooh, can't wait to eat that. Nah, nah. Yeah, you'd rather like be like, oh, that looks good, and then you'd eat it. Okay. Get some, just cake it up with cheese, yo. Nice little cheese. Okay, I didn't actually want all of that, but there it is. Some olives. And cilantro. I'm just gonna rip this because I think it's nicer that way. As opposed to like chopping it or whatever. This is a little more rustic cool. Rustic is just another word for um, that's ugly, but I like it. It's got its own kind of natural look and feel. All right, and that's it. Kind of a janky little dish, but it'll definitely fill you up, and it'll feel good going down. I'll tell you that. Okay. Um, one bite. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will. I will. I will. I'll eat it. I'll take a bite. Hold on. Where's my? I gotta get my big boy spoon. See if I get my face on the camera here. Is that? Can you see me? I need to lift this a little bit. Alright, is that too personal? That's pretty personal, but it's fine. So here we are. The dish, the final bite cam. Thank you for joining me. And I want to like, hold on. I want to set this up so I can hit like stop streaming pretty quick. Okay. Um, but I do want to do a quick shout out because I will be. It's 10 p.m. now. I'm gonna be taking a quick break, but I will be streaming again later tonight. We're playing some Minecraft. At least that's the current plan. So palate cleanser. Let's dig in. Oof. Cheesy bite right there. Oh, hot. Oh, really hot. That's good. Oh, you know. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Usually my reaction is not this exaggerated, but I swear to God, this is actually that fucking good. This is really fucking good. Hell yeah. Fuck it. I'm putting all this cheese on here. I don't give a shit. I'm going for a walk after this. Just gonna walk it off. But that's the stream. Thank you for coming in and checking out, chilling with me. Appreciate that very much. So I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever it is you're viewing. And I'll see you later. Oh, a rating? You want a rating? Shit. Oh, that is a shame. 1 to 10. Hold on. Okay. Give you a rating. Did I miss anything else? Yeah, cilantro, it's kind of got a little bit of a soapy taste, but you gotta just lean into it, and it's not bad. So if I had to give it a rating, fuck man, this is maybe a bit pretentious, but I like first thing that came to my head was a 10. Like fuck. If I was comparing this to like maybe like top level shit that's just like blow your mind, maybe a 9. It's still that good. Like this is actually a very good dish. One of the best dishes that I've made in this style, because this is not the first time that I've done this, but I must say this is definitely the best one that I've made so far. But yes, 9.1. Never do whole numbers. Shit, man. I'm a rookie, yo. What can I say? What can I say? I'll get better. um, with your guys' help. But yeah, thank you for watching the stream. And yeah, I'll be doing a Minecraft stream probably at midnight. I'm gonna go for a walk, and whenever I get back from that, that's when I will start. So, good night, and thank you for watching. Peace out.